Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video we are going to be taking a look at my thoughts on the Mandalorian and Grogu film. So the Mandalorian and Grogu film, honestly, I didn't have super high hopes for it. I was of the position, and those of you that have been following the channel for several years know that I thought this should have stayed as a TV medium, mainly because it allowed a more detailed storytelling potential. But I will say that I liked the movie. Not only did I like the movie, as the movie kept going and got farther into the story, I ended up really liking the movie. Then by the end of it, I loved the movie. Unpopular opinion maybe, but I don't care, because it's my channel, I'll say what I want. The movie, was it the greatest plot and the greatest Easter eggs and the greatest detail of Star Wars universe? No, it wasn't, and I'm okay with that. Why? Because I really enjoyed the fact that it was fun and actiony and just enjoyable to watch and see the relationship between Mando, between Grogu, and between him and Zeb, between the other characters. It just felt like a fun summer movie that I feel like we needed at this point. And it reminds me of that feeling we got as kids when I watched Star Wars. It was just so cool. Before, we got older and we decided, okay, now we gotta look for the lore in this, and we gotta understand why this happens and why Anakin did this, when in Revenge of the Sith it was only a 10-minute sequence of him going from good to bad, and then Filoni fills in the plot holes later. That's how I approach Star Wars now. But watching this really just gave it a breath of fresh air to just actually enjoy it without me having to dissect it. And I really found that refreshing from Filoni and Favreau, and the way he directed it was very well done for the perception of the film that I got, which was a fun, campy movie. And I know that in the box office it's going down in terms of revenue and it might not break even, blah blah blah, who cares? Star Wars is a profitable franchise regardless of some of the crap like The Acolyte that has been pumped out in the last couple of years. But with Kathleen Kennedy gone, we're still at the start of a new one. The Acolyte, clearly a flub, horrible decision for the lore. I don't consider it canon, and that's the first time I've ever not considered something that is in the canon not canon. But I thought this film was really good. I really liked the relationship between Mando and Grogu. I love that they added Zeb in there. And I think what this does, and I think looking at the long-term outlook of Star Wars for the future, that this did a really good job of bringing the youngest of fans that most of us when we were kids really dug and continue to dig Star Wars now as a result of those movies and the way they made us feel. And I think this film will do that for those youngest kids who saw that. And for those of us who just wanted to enjoy a Star Wars movie without super serious stakes and all of that, because it was kind of like 4 missions trolled into one big film that got hodgepodge together. Not the greatest, for a standalone film, but for what I knew it was going to be, I was very impressed with it and I liked it. So that's my take. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You can agree with me and call it what you want. You can disagree with me and call it what you want. I don't care. That's the beauty of it. You can say what you want and I can say what I want. So thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe if you want more Star Wars news, updates, leaks, etc. Star Wars Coffee. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you, and may the Force be with you always. Jesus saves.